What's up, Sam?
What's up, married man? How you bumming?
I'm on the other side.
You're
How am I
alive
bumming?
still.
Bumming. It's a funny word. Things are good. Things are great. I feel like that week flew by since we last spoke last week when we were literally talking about what we were expecting the weekend to be like, and now we're here, and it's
Flew
like,
by.
whoa, the biggest
Yeah.
event in my life just happened.
How do you feel? A lot of buildup for one little weekend, and then it's gone. You snap your fingers, and it's just
I wouldn't
vanishes.
call it
It's
a
crazy.
little weekend.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Quick weekend.
Yeah, weekend.
Time doesn't go slower.
It definitely went
Just
fast.
'cause it's special.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It's
I
crazy.
I feel great, man. I feel obviously on like that high horse, still coming down from all that adrenaline the whole weekend. But man, it's cool to look in the rear view. It was fun while it happened. It was incredible while it happened. And we'll get into that a bit. But looking in the rear view, it's like, wow. Looking at pictures, talking with people, friends, family, and just reflecting, it's like, while it's gone and I'm upset about that, it was like, wow, it was an incredible experience. And I'm so grateful that it went the way that we had hoped and more. Because that's all I think you can hope for.
It was a beautiful weekend. I had a lot of fun. I got to make a lot of memories. And just like that, you're married, man. And I'm
Crazy.
looking forward to this next chapter in your life. I'm excited that you were happy with how everything turned out.
I
That's the
know
most
you were
important
happy.
thing.
You seemed like you had an incredible weekend. Just
Yeah. I had a lot
hanging
of fun.
out, eating food, talking, schmoozing.
Yeah, I love the best man role in that regard, that I just get to schmooze a bunch of people. That's my
you
favorite
become
thing.
famous, especially after you gave that killer
After the speech, I felt like a legend, man.
Did people come up to you and they were like, that you didn't even
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, I knew a fair amount of people, but, random people definitely came up and were very kind about my speech. I had a lot of fun. I love my speech. So
Yeah, it was good. You went last, and it was late too. It got a little
was
later
late.
than I
It
even
was
told
late.
you. It probably happened
It was
around
like
10:15.
10:15.
Yeah.
Late speech. Luckily, no one was that antsy. Everyone seemed pretty cool, just like not dancing, taking a pause and sitting and listening to our speech. I was nervous people would be like talking amongst themselves and not really care. Luckily,
Nah,
I
you
think Miles
guys
and I were pretty
commanded.
captivating, so they were locked in, and
It ended up
it
being
took-
an 11-minute speech. You know that, and I
not mine
said,
personally. No way.
no, in total, like you
Yeah,
guys
that's
were
fine.
11, and I was like,
That's
you guys
fine.
have 5 minutes together, but
Yeah, that was never gonna happen.
never gonna happen. But it
I don't
just
even care if
shows
it's your wedding. That's never gonna happen. I don't care. I'm not talking in 5 minutes or less. No way.
It just
No
goes to
way.
show, though, like you guys were locked. You locked in the crowd, and it was great. And dude, it was so crazy how fast that day went. Just everything, the build up. I mean, to break it
Band
down,
rocked. That band rocked.
the band rocked. Everything
Band
about it
rocked.
was great. The moment we woke up, went for a nice 5-mile run. We got breakfast. Then we head to the venue. You, me, Miles set up shop. We even recorded an unreleased version of Elevation Nation. Man, should we release it? I don't know. Maybe the time will come. Maybe it won't. We'll have to see. We spent a couple hours hanging out with the guys together, reminiscing, sharing stories. I know you guys read a bunch of notes I wrote. And then, boom, just like that, we got dressed. We took some nice pictures, Sam, together. Just you, me, Miles,
I know, I'm
helping
waiting
me
to
get
see
ready.
those, man. I'm waiting
Gonna
to
be
see those
great.
pictures.
Then we made our way. I did first look with JJ. Got to turn around, see her for the first time, and she looked incredible. That moment was really special. Took a bunch of photos, and then, dude, oh my God, we didn't even. This is like the first time we're actually reflecting here, dude. Like giving our vows to each other. Like we didn't do public vows during the ceremony, but we read each other our vows in a room, tinted. It was dark, dramatic. JJ star, like she gave these. It was just incredible. Then I gave
Did JJ
mine.
cry?
I cried. I cried when I gave mine, for sure. And then
I think JJ didn't cry because she's didn't want to mess up her makeup.
I
which
don't know.
get.
Yeah, I guess.
I take some serious mental fortitude to not have the waterworks.
Serious. I mean, yeah. And then right like there, after they were like, yeah, the guys are outside. Let's take pictures. We took pictures all together. Next thing we know, we went upstairs, took pictures with family. I have no idea what you guys did while we were doing that. Before we know it, rehearsal, ketubah signing. What a special moment. I don't know from your perspective. Thank you for taking all those incredible pictures. Jewish religion, if you don't know, signing ketubah is the Jewish marriage contract. You're surrounded by your closest people. The rabbi only wanted our family, and I was like, no, screw that. We got to have all of my guys in here to see this and witness it. And we signed that ketubah, and then we had an incredible moment celebrating life and shared that toast with the Whistle Pig, the famous boss hog, a Philip Bass tradition. And unfortunately, we didn't get to celebrate that physically with Philip. I know he was there. We poured him a shot, and we all took down that shot. And that was just like a moment of just so, I'll never forget that toast, dude. And then just like that, dude, walked down the aisle. You did a great job walking down the aisle with Skylar, the maid of honor, and Miles, standing up there in front of 300 people, looking at JJ's eyes the entire time. I was bawling my eyes out. Were you bawling?
You might not have noticed.
Were you crying?
Your back was facing me. Yeah, I was not okay.
You were not okay. I couldn't see. Like, I wasn't looking at you guys. I'm curious.
Ask your cousin Blake. Blake was like, dude, what's wrong with you, man?
who did we get other tears shed in the crowd? I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I just, for me, I love the love part. That's not what made me cry, to be perfectly honest. I was looking at your brothers, and just looking at them and looking at you gets me emotional because your brothers are like my brothers, and it's been a hell of a year. So that's what got me really going in my feels. And there was a point in time we were on the upper level, and there were these beautiful kind of skylights throughout the entire room, and the clouds just were moving in this kind of like very fast, majestic way. And I don't know, to me, it was like Philip was just above us running around. And yeah, I just lost my shit. And I didn't have a tissue again this time. Like, I keep doing that.
Damn.
I just forget. But it was beautiful.
People were saying right when JJ stepped under the chuppah to join me, the sun literally started to shine. It was a cloudy day the entire day, and then people were saying right when she stepped under, the sun just shined. And
yeah,
it just makes me believe so much in what we can't see, and Philip and JJ's grandma and all of our past, our grandparents who couldn't be there, people who couldn't be there. I think it was just an incredible moment of just, incredible. Then before we knew it, I stepped on that damn glass. We ran out. We hid away for 25 minutes. They brought every item of food in that cocktail hour and placed it in a room with us.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't eat anything, dude.
We ate 5% of it.
Yeah, I ate nothing.
The adrenaline was too high. I couldn't sit still. JJ was like, are you okay? You know me. I was running around the room just circling. And then we took some pictures. We joined you in the cocktail hour, and then we partied the night away. And it was a night.
Would you believe?
I'll never forget.
If I told you that, I'm trying to think when exactly it happened. It might have been the cocktail hour. Miles grabbed me, and he said, hey, let's run through this one more time. So we went down to the vault, just me and Miles and Benny, and we started to talk through it. And literally there, we came up with the idea for the prop in the coin flip, and to decide who went first, and to do our intro about the triangle and how we each are a side of the triangle. Miles and I just came up with that on the spot in the basement. It felt right. Miles crushed his speech. I'm so glad he went first to set the tone with his immense energy, and I'm glad I could bring it home with a little bit of emotion and, dare I say, some pretty damn well-written jokes. Not to pat myself on the back, but that speech took some serious evolutions And those two lines I had making fun of you and tying it back to the wedding, I'm just saying, there's a future in this speech writing thing for me.
It was good. It was excellent. All the speeches over the course of the weekend were exceptional, like exceptional. And then lastly, I think, everyone's asking me like, what was the best part of the weekend? I think you can have all the superficial shit, right? It was an incredible venue with incredible food, with an incredible band, with incredible lighting, incredible service. You can have all that, but if it's not for the incredible people, you got nothing. The energy in that room for 5 hours was just incredible, amazing, and you could feel it. I could feel it. JJ could feel it, and it really hit me hard. And maybe this is where some of the tears came from. It hit me hard. These are just important people in JJ's life, my life, and all of our lives, who were able to share that moment with us, witness something in JJ and my life that is obviously like big life moment, but then to share it among all of the things that we've gone through in the last year. And it felt like a simcha, an event, a special event to celebrate not only JJ and myself, but life and love. And it was special. Like, there was just no need to be on a phone. There was no need to not be in that room dancing and enjoying life. And I think I woke up the next morning looking back and I was like, damn, man, you don't have experiences like that every day. Of course, I only get married hopefully once, but it's just like, if that was the way that I wanted to get married, that was it. Granted, would like to have Philip there. Would like to have JJ's grandma there and my other people who unfortunately weren't able to make it. However, man, it was special.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was special for all of us. Elevation Nation, thanks for letting us recap live Parker's wedding. It's our podcast. We can do what we want. But, yeah, that felt right, and I'm glad we did it.
And cool. Now, I guess life just gets started, Sam, right? And now I'm married.
I don't know about just get started. I think you've already had your life.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't think...
now I'm a married man.
Much changes, to be honest.
I mean, we could talk about this, man. Like, life insurance. We got to start thinking about that. I'm going on a honeymoon soon. We got to plan that thing. Man, we're not talking kids yet, Sam.
This isn't the marriage show. We don't have to
know,
talk about
I'm just
planning
saying.
Your honeymoon.
The Elevation Nation, man. You remember we used to talk about life transitioning from college to a job.
Hey, you're just a big college kid with a ring on your finger at this point, dude.
From unmarried man to married man.
So come on now. We're not that old.
And we're old, 28. It's crazy. We used to be 24.
Elevator shout-outs. Elevator 84, Xander Chase. 85, Ryan Lane, just quit their jobs to go full-time into their company, FTL, make incredible bags. So much so that Parker was kind enough to partner with FTL to gift us groomsmen custom FTL toiletry bags. They rock. I love them. Congratulations to the boys on going full-time on their incredible endeavor. We're proud of you.
All right, my elevator shout-out is for Matt Choi, Elevator 119. My man is running all over the place. I think he just ran the Boston Marathon, but more importantly, he released his own podcast. I remember when he came on Elevation Nation podcast, he dropped a lot of bombs, a lot of knowledge, and so it's cool to see him behind the podcast mic. We'll watch him elevate and continue to do that. Might need to have him back on the Elevation Nation podcast. We'll see.
Amen to that. Parker, JJ, Bass, Yablon, Jager families. We love you guys. There are friends who feel like family. You guys are family. Until next week, Elevation Nation. Peace.